Hi everyone, welcome to the 5th video of my Galactic Civilizations 3 Let's Play, playing on a huge map with suicidal difficulty opponents. So it's actually the first video I've recorded since I uploaded the first videos to YouTube. I'd just like to thank you for those of you who've been watching, and especially those of you who've been liking the videos as well. Seems to be getting a decent response so far. So I've noticed that I haven't actually shown the designer off much, if at all really. So I think I should remedy that at the start of this video. Now you can see here there's a huge list of ships here. These are ships I've made in other games, which I think I've mentioned before. A lot of these shouldn't actually be showing up though. There's currently a bug. You can see here that that ship, for example, is over its mass limit that I currently have. Some of these are well over as well. If I go there, that's 145 mass on that one. So this is much later on in the game you'd be able to build this ship, for example. I'm not going to be taking advantage of that. I'm not going to build anything that I don't have the mass requirements for in this game. Now there's probably a couple of ships I want to actually design or tinker with so I can make them in a not too distant future. So let's start by looking at our colony ships I have in my list here. So there's this one here. This one has one constructor module. I'm going to use this design feature here. So when you create your own ships, there are actual default ships in the game that they're not as bad as the ones that were in Galciv 2, but they're still not great. So I'd always recommend to make your own ships here. Basically you add different components on that you can unlock via the tech tree later on. We don't have that many so far, but you can see here that we have pretty good life support. I picked that up in the last video, didn't I? So I may actually want to use that instead of environmental support on a lot of these now. With this constructor I want a couple of ion drives, and let's take that one off, and let's take that too. So you can double click here to basically put a module or whatever item you want to put on a ship here. So let's double click that. Or you can place them yourself, which is makes ships look a bit more attractive when you do it. Tends to anyway. So I've never really used this support before. This one's always been enough. But so what's the difference here? It's slightly more in mass. It's got maintenance. That's a downside to it. So arguably it's not as good in them. Maybe. The range is a lot better. I guess I'll stick those on, but I'm not sure it's actually the best decision. So let's figure out where I'm going to put these. So you can use your mouse wheel to move around like that. To place something on, you tend to look for one of these red sticky pointy bits and then just place it on there. And you can actually use the designer in a lot of ways, make things bigger. So say I wanted to make that bigger, you could. And you can rotate bits, move them all over the place. You can actually make your own ships as well. You don't have to use default designs. And say, well, let's save this one first before I show that off. So take that off and put that on again. Save this. I have my own naming convention as well, which I tend to use. So it's pretty straightforward. D means drive, R means range. And then I put the actual components that I've added on in the list down here. Right, that's done. And if you want to save a ship currently, well, for future use in future games, you have to go back in and save as a template, which is a bit annoying. It's a shame you can't do that at the same time when you're creating a ship. So that's one ship done. If you want to make a completely new design, you press new design. And it's all different hull types, of course. You get more later on when you unlock them in a tech tree. So let's say that one there. And you can stick all different parts on as well. If you go in the options, you can actually use parts from other styles. So say have a dredging part list, for example, and stick that on the ship and make all different parts bigger and smaller, depending on what you want to do. Right, so I'm actually going to change now a ship that I've made previously before, which is a sensor ship. It's a cargo sensor. Don't have that module yet, so I can't make that, or I shouldn't be able to make it. Where am I looking here? That one? Yeah, let's slightly alter that then. So this was a basic constructor and I added that part and that part via use of the design mode. I made them a bit bigger. Right, so I'm gonna take those off and I'm gonna put some of these stellar supports on as well, I think. Okay, save. And save it for future use as well. Right, so how much is that? 171. It's pretty expensive and they are 153. I think I'm gonna stick one of those. Basically this center ship is going to uncover the fog by a huge amount. It's got massive amounts of sensors, really fast, good range, really useful ship. They're actually talking about maybe nerfing these types of ships, cargo holds with tons of sensors on. Hopefully they don't know. I think they might not, or might not nerf it that much. Stardock seems to like him as well, I think. Let's add those in the list then. Right, we're actually over by quite a bit, which is good. So they should take one turn, hopefully. Right, what have we got left this turn? Colony ship, so... Colony ship there, colony ship there. Let's go in there, let's go in there. I think that one can go to there, and hopefully there's no pirates. I think I'll be a bit more cavalier with my stuff now. And this one can come up here. Or it could if it had the range. It's actually a quick ship, so I think I meant it to come down here. So let's move there. There's actually pirates there, but we shouldn't. I've got to be a tiny bit careful. Wow. Oh shit. Speaking of being a tiny bit careful, I think I just lost that. Right. So maybe I shouldn't be so cavalier after all. Right, let's end the turn. Okay. Yeah, great. Just gonna have to remake that. Don't think I'm gonna lose out on those planets, but yeah, that's not great, obviously. Okay, I'll come back to that in a minute. This can. Well, I think I should go there and then there actually. Probably. I'm sure a lot of people will be turning off pirates because they find them annoying, but yeah, they're on in my game. So we've just completed Xeno Medical Center, extra growth, brilliant. So my plants will grow a bit faster. Let's select a new tech in the tech tree. I'm going to go for Universal Translator, I think. I'd like to know how well the other AIs are doing, so being able to talk to them will mean I can access the diplomacy screen. This can come down here. There's a lot of asteroids here. Expecting it to be a lifeless system. Doesn't look like there's any borders here. Gonna get Constructor up here in a bit to extend my range so I can come up here with it, I think. Colony ship. Right, this one. Right, we've actually found a planet. Luminous Pigeon. Right. Some of these names are really weird. Basically, the people who were elite founders who bought the game early on for $100, if you believe that, actually got a chance to name the stars within the Galactic Civ 3 universe. So some of them are a bit weird. Right, do I want to colonize this now then? I don't know where the Eura are still. They've got to be over here somewhere. They're actually a lot more powerful than me, even though I'm doing really well here. They're probably about 20 odd techs ahead of me, because the Suicidal AI gets so many bonuses. Right, that's actually the last thing I've got to move, surprisingly, apart from that, is it? Okay, let's check that out. I'm actually going to stick some more range colony ships here. It looks as if I've got a few more things to colonize. Okay. We've got one coming there. Oh, that's actually got movements. Let's use this. Figure out what's over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3 rule. So I've got that one coming over here as well. Let's do that. Risking pirates doing this. And there's that one there. So it's got 5 movement points. Where's that? That can go there. Let's bring that one down to there. I don't think I'm going to colonize that actually this turn. That is risky though. You're probably here, so they might have something en route. I can get that one to come down there, and I'll get this one to come up there, basically. So this has got only 1 movement point left. Let's go there. Okay. And quick ones, I'm going to use that to colonize down here. Let's try and avoid some pirates this time. Take a longer route round. Right. And I think I'm happy with my buildings, so let's end the turn. Okay. This is just exploring basically. No, that was finished. Right. Icona's got constructed there, that's not good. We've met the Thalans. Can't quite talk to them yet though. Okay. Luckily I didn't lose out on that. Bring this colony ship down here. Okay. Right, and this one can come here as well. Right, what's left? Oh, looks like we just found Phalan space actually. So that's probably a starbase. So maybe the Phalans are up by there. So there's not much chance of me colonizing any of these then if that's where they are. What's right? We've discovered everything there. I'll come back to that in a bit. Okay, more thulium. Okay. Oh, brilliant. There's actually a colony here. 2 points of movement. I'm actually going to colonize it this turn. There might be a planet there still. I'll actually find out if there is by colonizing this. It'll show me in a minute, so I'll come back to that. This is coming down there. We've got an idle colony. We can actually upgrade those now, so I'm going to do that here. Don't really have as much production as I'd like, but it'll do, I think. So let's come over here. There's a planet there I haven't got range to get to. System, I should say. Yeah, let's come over here. Right, so that can be colonized next turn. That's actually a pretty rare resource, Promethean. Tells you a bit about what it does there. Not sure it tells you all the things that it can do. There's a building as well which you can make if you use that. Well, all the resources actually have a building linked to them. Okay, let's go down here. 1, 2. Right, that was lucky. It's actually been upgraded. I didn't realise pirates could do that. So let's move there and we should be safe. A lot of pirates around here actually. So what am I making here? Never range. Well, no, I've actually got one in here, have I? Right, where am I going to send that to? I'd be very surprised if there's much more to colonize out over here. That's... These range ones don't. Well, once I colonize that, I'll actually have range for that. I need to send one down here, actually, or down there. So let's put down here. You know what? I shouldn't colonize that this turn. I need to find out about that first, I think. Then I'll come back and colonize it if there's nothing there. Well, let's come here. Be a bit careful about these pirates. Okay. What's left? Right, so what am I going to do with you? If I'm going to build a construct a starbase up here somewhere soon, then I should probably keep this up here. There's that resource there I could go and get, Durantium. Where is it in the list? You know what, I'm going to put that there then. Let's get that out. So I want to extend the range up here. And just use this to explore them basically for a while. Okay. And yeah, that can come over here. Right, this is probably need to go through this. Right, I'll do. Okay. What's this? Oh, gunboats. So let's come up here. And it looks like they just took that Durantium, which I was hoping to get actually to extend my range. There's one up there, which I could still get. Go back to that in a bit. Let's come over here. Okay. Right, it's good. That has been colonized. To be honest, I don't think the AI's doing an amazing job of colonizing it, would seem. Maybe some of the... the AI probably should have gotten to, maybe it should have gotten to that as well by now. Right, there's nothing here, so let's come up and find out about those planets. Okay. Right, where to now? There? Okay. And that's going to come down in here and colonize. Oh, there's actually a manufacturing relic, so I definitely want to get a starbase over there at some stage. 4, 3... Right, 1, 2, 3, I can see all around that, so I'll colonize that in a minute. That's going to colonize that one in a minute. That's another range colony ship. I think I was sending it down here, wasn't I? So let's avoid pirates on the way. Constructor. Right, gotta figure out where I'm sending that now, not here anymore. Oh, found a black hole. Ooh, that might be a good place to send it then. Although they probably got that with that starbase. Oops. Right. Okay, let's colonize this then. So this is Luminous Pigeon, Class 12, Social Manufacturing, Tourism World. It's pretty isolated. So I'm probably going to go Pragmatic Imagine. So there's a big old approval bonus there. Research Economy. It's kind of a bit of a shitty bonus them being together, to be honest. I prefer that one. I'm going to go that one. I'm not sure it's a good idea. Actually, I'm trying to remember. I should have checked the ideology list to see what points I have actually before clicking on this. So that's actually approval. Manufacturing tourism. Let's get that up and running. And then get what's that? Food. Approval and food. Mainly food. Put that in the list there. Okay, so what do I need here? I think I need 10 more points for that. And 5 more points for that. Yeah, I should really be focusing on pragmatic now to get that building as quickly as possible. There are events in the game which give you extra ideology points, so I'm going to be relying on them to get to that, maybe. Probably going to run out of decent colonies. Places to colonize. Having said that, I've got at least 3 more, so that's 30 points. Let's colonize here. Wow, lots of pirates. So Petros, class 10, social manufacturing trade. I may want this as production. There's a few planets around here, so it might be pretty good for that. Okay, so that's actually minus to production. Extra approval. These really aren't going the way I want them to go at the moment. That's minus to manufacturing as well. Actually, that's the same as that, isn't it? Apart from it's got 10% extra economy. So that's the better one anyway, if I'm reading that right. So let's just take pragmatic. It's actually a military bonus. I actually really need a good military bonus world because Hyperion buildings are really important. At least one good. There's a building coming up which is I need to find a good site for. I'll talk more about that later on though. It's a population bonus there. I've had one of those before, I think. That's tourism research. What's that? It's manufacturing. Lots of tiles down there. Let's build that factory there. Research tourism. Build a colonial hospital there, I think. Right. Thulium there. Definitely want that. I should probably be trying to grab resources that on the borders between our empires. Let's use the ideology points as well. Extra diplomacy bonus en route to that. That's what I'm going to take. This isn't really that useful for me. Probably going to come up after I've gotten that. I'm going to come up here. All of this is mainly mining. A lot of them are to do with starbase. This is probably the best row in the pragmatic traits, I reckon. Some of these are okay, but I don't really like a lot of them. It's all trade, which isn't that useful. Okay, in my opinion. Don't really get enough money from trade, and money isn't super useful anyway in this game, I think. So I could get that. Oh, if these are within 10, that'd be really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 out. That's more than 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 out. Starbase's radius is 5 basically in every direction. I think I'm going to bring it over there because that would extend the range up here. I can get up there a bit with that colony ship then. It's probably better result. Well, yeah, there might be better sites. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully I missed the pirates en route. Okay, let's end the turn. No idea what was in my shipyard then. I probably forgot something. Okay, another colony is it? Another range one. Right. Pirates. Just noticed there's actually a Iconian constructor down here. They're gonna nick that research relic off me. Oh, actually I do not want that to happen. So I may actually use this constructor over here. If they put that there, it would stop me making econ starbases around there as well. So there's quite a few resources here. There's one there. I think that's more than 10 tiles away. It's actually quite difficult to figure out where to place constructors. Okay, I think I'm going to place a starbase around there to bag that research relic and thulium. They may actually place a starbase here anyway because there's more thulium down there, which is going to be a problem. I'm going to end up at war with the Iconians anyway, so I'll destroy their starbases wherever they put them at some point. But yeah, I should probably grab that now actually rather than come up and extend my range. Maybe, it's debatable. I think I'm going to be starting to make constructors now. I doubt there's many more planets over here. So I'm going to get a sensor up to see all of this area very shortly. Let's, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where was it there? Okay, so how many movement points have we got? 5 left. Bring that over there, so if there's anything under there I can grab that as well. So we got that and that. I may, not sure if that's going to be a brilliant position long term. That location of that starbase is going to stop me from putting econ starbases there, which would be a really good placement with 2 planets, but yeah, so I might scrap this starbase later. Yeah, if I do scrap it, then I'll obviously remake another one. We actually get a free constructor available, but I can only grab one of them. I think I should grab the research relic. So let's just pick that one. I need more constructors here, really. Right, so what's left? Colony ship. Use a trick to go outside it. Right, it's actually, yeah, they're building constructors like mad, so they probably run out of places to colonize unless they start sending colony ships down there. Right, let's move that there. What else have I got? This colony ship. Okay. Right, 1, 2, 3 rule. I need to put a fast one in there. And I'll probably start making constructors, I guess. This colony ship. Okay, pause for some reason there. Let's get you over to here. That one's coming down here. Okay. It's rule of 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, I think all of that's done. Idle colony. Right, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm actually over half an hour, so I'm going to have to call it an end of the video here. Looks as if we're coming to the end of the colony phase, so I'm going to be making a lot of constructors, trying to get these resources, I think, before really focusing on my planets, getting the infrastructure up, and then thinking about getting the military up as well. Right, hope you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.